up for a while. It's after 10 o'clock and I am running in. Had to go to the bank. Now I'm headed to the post office and I'm going to walk around town and take you around my town. But they've really got to decorate it. I'll have to show you town another day. I am by myself on the farm, which means I had to get back to do chores. And that's what we have to do. Feeding everybody and making sure everybody's happy. That's my job today. We only have one baby now. Our Queenie passed away yesterday. She'd been sick for a while. We had treated her, done everything that we could. And she looked like she was getting better, and then yesterday we came out and we had lost her. So Phoenix here is a little bit down in the dumps. Horses do have feelings. They really do. I went outside, fed all the animals that I had to feed for the morning, and now I'm back in. Today is all about making chocolate oatmeal cookies. They're no bake. Pretty easy. I'll put the recipe in the description box below. It's super easy. It's always been a childhood favorite of mine. Pretty much all the time anyway. But you use margarine, milk, I have organic cocoa powder, peanut butter, oatmeal, vanilla, and sugar. Super easy. I'm going to mix it all up in one pan, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Alright, so what to do, super easy, is a stick of margarine. And there's something about making these with margarine. I've tried to make them with real butter. I guess there is more like water in the margarine, so I don't know why it works. So a stick of margarine, half a cup of milk, and 2 cups of sugar, which I never can get into my canister, so I have to use a smaller scoop. And one, and 2 cups of sugar, and a half a cup of cocoa powder. My half cup in here, so I have to use a 1/4 cup twice. So 1/4 cup. This is the best cocoa ever. We have a local international farmers market. Well, it's not really local, it's in Atlanta, but it's an international farmers market, and this is the cocoa from Peru. Organic cocoa that's just so good. I mean, yes, I'm organic on some things, but on some things, I don't know, I try to do my best. And so, what you do, you're going to bring it to a boil, and boil it for 3 minutes. You have to let it boil for 3 minutes. Not just cook it for 3 minutes, you have to let it get to a boil, and then actually boil it for 3 minutes. So, now it's going to heat up, and I'll come back and I'll show you how to do it. While it's warming up, you can go ahead and measure your 2.5 cups oatmeal and half a cup of peanut butter, because those are the two things that have to go in after this is hot. And it hasn't even gotten warm yet, really. It's just mixing the milk and the sugar and the cocoa right now. So, I'll come back later. The butter is almost all melted. We're starting to get little bubbles in the pan. But you can still see grain from the sugar. So I've switched to using a spatula to wipe down the sides. That makes it easier. Because the whole thing is if you don't let it boil long enough, it won't sit up, and your final cookie will be very, very grainy. Even though it's not really a cookie. I don't know why they call them cookies. It's more like some of the best chocolate oatmeal candy you'll ever eat. I already have everything measured out. The 2.5 cups of oatmeal, the half cup of peanut butter, and the 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. And it's starting to get there. Alright, so now I'm about to set my timer for 3 minutes. Like I said, it's more of a candy, and you sort of have to make sure it boils. I've never heard of anybody doing this with a candy thermometer, so I don't know what temperature to use it to. Now you can see it start to boil, and so that's when I will start my 3-minute timer. Because it's got to get to the temperature it needs to, so it will harden. One tip I'll give you is that I keep stirring it so it doesn't burn on the bottom. And I keep cleaning down the edges of the pan so it doesn't crystallize. But as you can see, it's starting to boil really well. Just under a minute now, and I will start adding the peanut butter and vanilla. I'll take it off the heat to do that. It's done boiling. And now I'm going to, over here off the heat, I'm going to add the peanut butter and the vanilla first. And start mixing this up. Turn the eye off. So, that's what it looks like when I'm mixing up peanut butter. Alright. Dumping oatmeal. Alright. The eye that I have it on is cut off, but it's still warm, so it's going to keep it warm so these don't solidify so quick. All you do is take a spoonful and just by the spoonful dollop it. You don't have to have a silicone mat like this. You can do it on aluminum foil, you can do it on wax paper, you can do it on parchment paper. You just have to make sure whatever you put it on, you'll be able to get it off. The way you know when these are done is the shine will go away. That's normally how I always know, because they're never normally shiny. But watch, this batch will get cold and be shiny. So, but now to wait and impatiently wait on these yummy chocolate peanut butter no bake oat milk cookies. I thought I would check back in with you again this evening. It is a little after 5 and I'm home alone again. So I'm making me a little something for dinner, and I think I'm going to sit and watch some YouTube. I've got my queue started, and I pulled out my spinning wheel. I'm going to work on this. I've already got it prepped, and